战绝成本草银耳，野生的菌种所驯化，机制选用12种以上的严选中药材，采用高山无污染矿泉水培育，几十年匠心坚守，本草银耳终于绽放开来。肾，乃先天之根本。久思，劳神之事，最为伤肾。肾元再生丸，传承1800年，遵循古法的前提下，结合现代科技的萃取技术，精选9种补物，相辅相成，抗疲劳，养精神，创造更好的健康生活。山谷、幽林、高山，生态之地能出好茶。福鼎老白茶已有1000年历史，选用1级寿眉，味厚爽，香鲜醇，茶汤温润，滤去浮躁，让更好的福鼎白茶走向世界。匠心之作，手工传承，战绝成足银韵香书，整体是用足银打造而成，精美的图案，优雅的外形，每一次梳理都是对美好时光的珍藏。银在《本草纲目》中具有安五脏、定心神等功效。战绝成足银工艺杯，内胆是用足银为原材料，采用宫廷传统工艺和高科技手段精制而成。精美的图案，大方的造型，愿您在品茶的同时享受健康生活。菌菇，营养之王，战绝成7珍菌汤包，选用优质菌种，精心培育，汤浓味美，唇齿留香，带给您无限的美食享受。健康来自自然，每一口杀鸡汁都像是在拥抱着大自然，令人感到无处不在的生命。战绝成杀鸡汁为您呈现纯天然健康之选。
JCK 战绝成龙斗赏金赛比赛规则及打分逻辑：1/4决赛及半决赛，每场比赛3回合，每回合5分钟，回合间休息1分钟，将由3位判分裁判员进行打分。JCK 战绝成龙斗赏金挑战赛决赛，每场比赛5回合，每回合5分钟，回合间休息1分钟，将由5位裁判员进行打分。肘击禁止使用由天12点至地6点由前向后的拉肘攻击。JCK 战绝成打分逻辑 MMA 比赛的打分逻辑是以结果为导向，采用减分制原则，每回合获胜方得10分，对方得9分或更少。打分权重以选手的技术表现作为评估标准，有效打击、有效缠斗、积极的进攻和局面的控制，重击的权重优于摔跤和控制。
JCK 战绝成迎来年末巅峰对决。2024年 JCK 战绝成龙斗赏金挑战赛打响收官之战。
JCK 的血秀攻击没有对手， 大家都虎视眈眈的对这个100万。
我用这个会给大家一个大福啊！
最后2位赏金之王即将降临，众神归位之夜，勇士们目标直指100万。
100万赏金我能拿1次，我就会一直拿下去。
没有用，我终结比赛。
谁能站上巅峰，成为新的100万王者？这一刻，命运的齿轮已悄然转动。2024年12月28日，不可思议的激斗将再次发生，属于他们的荣耀之夜即将开始。今晚，命运的战鼓再度敲响，2场100万赏金之战，王者的荣誉与梦想的重量交织。头条主赛，银量级赏金赛决赛，东北飞虎Shang Zhifa对阵迷人战士Hailaierke；联合主赛，轻量级赏金赛决赛，雄鹰Aili Mulatebieke对阵疯狂小子Amanhali Gemingbayi。在这片炽热的8角笼中，每一拳都承载信念，每一击都书写传奇。谁能问鼎100万赏金，登顶绝城之巅？JCK 战绝城龙斗赏金挑战赛，决战时刻，震撼来袭。
Fight fans, welcome to JCK for tonight's tournament finale doubleheader.
The Northeastern Flying Tiger, Shang Zhifa, will he get his 2nd million RMB tonight? Hailaierke, he got the call last night and a huge opportunity for him to walk away with $1 million RMB in cash.
Let's look now at the matchups graphic for tonight's final fight. This is but one of 2 million RMB tournament finales. The other, of course, in the lightweight division, where Aili Mulatebieke fights Amanhali Gemingbayi. I'm Vaughn Anderson.
And I'm Wulei.
And we are thrilled to be joining you here tonight. Woody.
Vaughn fans, a lot of drama in finding replacements for 5 out of the 7 matchups on the card.
But amidst the chaos, you know what they say, save the best for last. This is JCK's last event in 2024.
And it's shaping up to be the best.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Here's your host, Yang Guang.
Thanks Vaughn, thanks Rudy. 所有现场以及正在收看比赛直播的观众朋友们，大家晚上好！欢迎收看中国顶级 MMA 综合格斗直播赛事 JCK 战绝城龙斗终极冠军赛。我们现在是在 JCK 战绝城国际格斗中心与您见面，我是杨光。JCK 战绝城是由海南全天候网络竞技有限公司荣誉出品，由中国国际经济技术合作促进会竞技体育产业融合创新发展工作委员会负责相关的指导工作。目前 JCK 战绝城知识产权已在香港国际联合知识产权交易中心挂牌上市。那么今天晚上将为大家现场呈现的是 JCK 战绝城龙斗赏金挑战赛银量级以及轻量级的100万赏金巅峰之战。那么同样呢，今天晚上比赛也将会通过我们的官方合作媒体咪咕视频、抖音、腾讯新闻以及快手等相关平台进行全程同步直播。同时还要特别感谢新华网、深圳电视台体育相关频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、TCL 互联网电视、虎牙直播以及格斗迷的大力支持。那么同时呢，今天晚上还要特别感谢的是千岁汽车、毛江1953、施尔道、华肯乳业集团、梅花、菲特士对今天晚上比赛的大力支持。那么今天晚上将会迎来双100万之夜。那么本赛季银量级以及轻量级最后的100万赏金将会角逐出最后的赢家，让我们共同关注今晚的比赛。那么原定于今天晚上进行的头条主赛，东北飞虎Shang Zhifa对阵小雄狮蔡雄雄的比赛，由于小雄狮蔡雄雄赛前称重未过，被取消比赛资格。根据现行 JCK 战绝城龙斗赏金挑战赛的比赛规则，海莱尔克成功替补参与到今天晚上100万赏金的最终决赛当中。那么今天晚上应战选手分别是头条主赛银量级赏金赛的决赛 东北飞虎商之法对阵一人战士海莱尔克。联合主赛轻量级赏金赛的决赛，雄鹰艾利穆拉特别克对阵疯狂小子阿曼哈利革命81。那么正赛方面，男子58.5公斤级的协议体重之战，一人之子Buhuoyouga对阵 Kosicyn Vitaliy。雏量级方面，吉姆沙大战沙买提沙纳提。那么复赛的部分，79公斤级的协议体重之战，张玉鹤对阵来自于哈萨克斯坦的强将阿里别克塞达季姆。自重量级 Alexander Ziranov 对阵拉马赞基尔。羽量级方面，乌雷伊夫和李恒远将会展开对决。在此也诚挚邀请屏屏的各位持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmma.com 以及微信公众账号以及官方抖音号，了解最新赛事资讯的更新。冲出亚洲，走向世界，超越格斗的极限，迈向新的征程。JCK 战决城龙斗终极冠军赛必是世界综合格斗的新浪潮。在此非常荣幸能与现场以及屏屏的诸位共同见证和引领这股新的浪潮。接下来让我们书开正风，共同开启今晚的比赛。
Here we go. This is the first fight of the evening. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, it's Li Hongyuan. Hailing from Anqing in the province of Anhui, he's just 23 years of age. Li Hongyuan is an absolute killer, fast, accurate, powerful hands that have ended fights in his favor in the past, including his last match in which he scored a savage first-round KO. When Li smells blood, he sinks in his teeth and tears opponents apart. I feel Li will attack fast in this fight and could catch his opponent, Wulei, off guard. 4-1 in JCK, 5-2 overall, riding an impressive 4-fight win streak. The 23-year-old Li has never been finished. Li must be the favorite going into this fight. He now lives and trains in Xi'an, where he trains at Tiger King Fight Club under the tutelage of MMA legend Wang Guan.
I'm very excited for this fight, and I'm telling you, this could actually be the fight of the night. It's one of the best matchups, in my opinion. So closely matched. We really don't know how it's going to play out. What a fight to kick off tonight's card.
I gotta think Li Hongyuan has the advantage. We'll find out soon enough.
There is his opponent, Wulei, the Yi Black Wolf. I believe he is a dark horse in this division. If you look at his record, it's easy to think that he is just a journeyman. But look at some of the names that he lost against. We're talking about the champ, Wang Jizheng, the finalist, Ziwang Apingshila, Zhao Zhekhan, the veteran, and of course, the very talented Zhao Guan. Those are all top guys in this very stacked featherweight division. Wulei is strong, tough, and always shows up in great shape. His biggest downfall has been that he's been matched up with this death row of killers. He always brings the action and uses his wrestling background a lot. However, don't think he's the type of fighter who will just pin his opponents down and just wait for the rounds to tick over. He is willing to risk a chance to get the finish. He has good striking and an aggressive submission game. He just needs the time to grow and get some confidence. We see there is his coach and his leader, this fellow fighter, one of your fighters, Luo Tianlong. Well, I believe your son's favorite fighter, Luo Tianlong. And he is fighting a huge challenge with Li Hongyuan, another young, talented fighter coming up the JCK ranks. We've spoken about this a few times. I personally believe that the featherweight division is the most stacked division in JCK roster. So many tough fights out there. It's tough to say you're in the top 2 or top 5 of this division, but I'm telling you, Wulei has the talent. It's just a question, can he make it happen? You were mentioning you think that Li Hongyuan has the advantage. I think the wrestling and the grappling advantage moves to Wulei, but let's see how it plays out. What a way to kick off this card.
Let's look now at the tail of the tape and see how these two featherweights stack up.
本场 JCK MMA 羽量级的复赛争夺，南方选手身高178公分，臂展181厘米，体重66.40公斤，年龄23岁，来自于西安泰格王格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩7战5胜2负 ，JCK 战局成战绩5战4胜1负。他就是来自于中国的南方选手李恒源。 本场比赛，红方选手身高170公分，臂展174厘米，体重66.50公斤，年龄24岁，来自于江门龙陵搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩17战9胜8负 ，JCK 战局成战绩11战5胜6负。他就是来自于中国的红方选手Wulei一夫。 本场比赛场上裁判王安莹。
Just, all right, ready, fight!
Li Hongyuan in the blue and Wulei in the red, and they immediately it kicks off, throwing both hands, and we see now Wulei pressing Li Hongyuan up against the cage wall.
As expected, a fast start to this fight. I'm happy to see Wulei taking the threat seriously and attacking first now, doing a great job. He's got the underhooks.
Well, two things that we saw when they faced off. We saw the difference in size, but there we see the wrestling of Wulei.
Li Hongyuan closing up the half guard from the bottom there. Peppering with some punches. He's got to watch the back of the head, though. Working the ribs there from the bottom. Wulei not phased there. Look at him lining up some elbows.
I said that arm with his shin. Not easy to keep that control from the half guard position, but it does allow you to drop 1 or 2 punches on the way, and he could improve his position from there. Look at that far side wrist control. He might be looking to go for Kimura.
Tiger Wong Fight Club in Xi'an is getting black belt jiu-jitsu instruction now from BJJ black belts.
Yeah, we see in his corner is Jang. He's also another JCK fighter, very exciting young talented guy. Look at this, Wulei is already starting to wrap up that far side Kimura.
This is a bad spot there.
If he gets his leg out, Li Hongyuan is in trouble.
Li Hongyuan able to break free from that grip, and he's trying to hide his wrist there. And he pops out, great work, an explosive technique. He's back to his feet. They disengage, and now Li Hongyuan may be ready for what Wulei brings to this fight. Nice hooks there.
Short little punches there. Oh,
but look at this. Wulei is getting the better of the exchanges on the feet. I didn't see that coming.
Wulei drops down. We see Li Hongyuan getting one nice underhook, trying to wrench it up there, but it feels like the wrestling advantage is all in the red corner's favor. Wulei showing his wrestling background. I did mention, I think that's where he has the advantage in this fight.
Wulei looking for that ankle pick. He's got the feet up and he's taking Li down. Li onto one knee, trying to get back to his feet. He's got to watch out though, because Wulei is very close to taking the back.
Yeah, he's moving towards the back. That overhand, that right hand of Li Hongyuan needs to wrap up the left, under the left armpit and get that overhook. And this way he can just bump over and go to the back.
So far, neither fighter has absorbed too much damage. That was a beautiful forearm to the side of the face from Wulei.
Both of these guys are fighting very smart, very tactical in their approach to fight.
A beautiful strategy from Wulei.
Nice knees off the cage wall from Li Hongyuan. Wulei. Beautiful pick up and dump there.
Li Hongyuan closing the guard there. Wulei Yifu very comfortable here on the ground. He needs to be careful. He didn't get much damage off the last time they were on the ground. That, of course, was played out in the half-guard position. Li Hongyuan able to get to his feet from that position after a few seconds. Wulei Yifu might opt to stay inside the guard and look to score points from that position. Beautiful sweep from Li Hongyuan, tries to get the mount. Wulei Yifu pops out though, but Li Hongyuan is still on top. He's got knee on belly. He's got the mount again, looking for some damage. Now it's Li Hongyuan's turn. I told you, when he smells blood, you got to watch out. Li Hongyuan looking to push the face away from his chest, create some space, and drop some pain.
Wulei Yifu staying calm and collected here. Backing up.
Heavy punches here. Hammer fist from Li Hongyuan. Do not underestimate this kid's power.
Look at the size of him. But Wulei Yifu stayed very calm there. He seems to be okay for now. Li Hongyuan fishing for the back.
Beautiful work from Wulei Yifu. Gets back to his feet, but Li Hongyuan makes him eat a few knees to the guts as payment. Wulei Yifu may... I wonder how much pain he's absorbed, if he's hurt at all. Seems to be maybe resting a little bit here in this position. The clock is ticking down. Final 10 seconds of this first round.
One thing about Wulei Yifu we've seen time and time again is this kid shows up in shape. He's very, very tough. Big heart on this young man.
A close round, but Woody, I think Wulei Yifu will have won that round. What do you think?
Yeah, very close, because those knees off the cage wall from Li Hongyuan, also, he was throwing quite a few of them, and when he was in full mount, he did do a lot of damage. Hard to call that one.
动一动啊，动一动，动一动，动一动，不着急，不着急。
Here's some of the action from that first round. A beautiful start to the action for Wulei Yifu. I think he caught Li Hongyuan by surprise. There's the first takedown from Wulei Yifu. Here's another one later in the round. Beautiful scissor sweep from
Scissor sweep in MMA. Don't see those much anymore. A huge body shot from Li Hongyuan to start things off. Slips and counters a big bomb.
Li Hongyuan working the calf there of the lead leg of Wulei Yifu.
Look at the speed of Li Hongyuan. He's parrying and slipping very well. But Wulei Yifu, such a warrior, just walks through.
Powerful kick to the midsection with the left leg for Li Hongyuan. Wulei Yifu taking a page out of his book. Look at, there's blood on the calf of Li Hongyuan. I don't know where that came from. Is it Wulei Yifu's shin bleeding or what?
Big punches landed there. We heard the thudding blows.
It's the power, Woody. It's the power. I'm telling you, Li Hongyuan's punches must hurt much more than a typical featherweight's punches.
Absolutely, man. He's a veteran of kickboxing who then made the move to MMA. Look at those knees.
But Wulei Yifu is doing much better on the feet than I expected. He seems to have improved his boxing and his overall MMA IQ. Great strategy here in this fight. Hasn't won every second of the fight, but he's doing well.
He's got the arm trapped in there. It's time to climb the back.
This is what Wulei Yifu, we've discovered what his plan is. He closes the distance with strikes, and then he looks for the grind against the cage wall, looks to take the fight to the ground, and hopes to be dominant on the ground. But it hasn't always been that way. Li Hongyuan has been able to escape the half guard. He's also,
nice sweep, yes.
that beautiful sweep. And then in that last round, he had the mount and he scored with some punches. But oh my God, how many knees has he thrown into Wulei Yifu's guts? You got to wonder how long it's going to take for those to accumulate.
That's one thing about Wulei Yifu. He just eats those as if it's another breath of fresh air. It doesn't seem to phase him too much. He's just so durable. And when you look at the damage, are they going to take into account what they think hurts or what is visibly hurting the fighter. Another short knees, man. Li Hongyuan just doing such a good job of constantly peppering with those knees to the body. Another one.
Wulei grinding forward, looking now for that single leg. Switching now to the other leg, looking for an ankle pick, perhaps. Li Hongyuan just making it extremely uncomfortable for Wulei in this position. Wulei not yet willing to abandon this strategy, but he's paid the price for it. Eating lots of shots in the head, eating lots of knees to the guts, but here's a great takedown. Nice position here. He's got Li Hongyuan sitting on the ground with his back pressed against the cage wall.
We see him holding that far side wrist with his right hand.
Sneaky technique from Wulei firing off some shoulder strikes to the jaw.
And look at how he's wrapped up that leg on the far side. The referee helping Li Hongyuan to replace his mouth guard. A little bit of teamwork there in the midst of the fight. Short little elbows here from Wulei. Wulei can reverse the back right here.
Again, a knee there from Li Hongyuan. Wulei continues to look for the takedown. He might get it. This looks convincing. He's picked up Li. Here comes the dump. Bang!
A huge dump. Passes the guard. Now he's in side control. Short little elbow there from Wulei.
Just over 50 seconds remaining in the second round.
Oh, another sliding elbow. Those are very difficult to defend against. Placing the hand on the face and then slipping the elbow through. Trying to cut and damage your opponent. Li Hongyuan needs to try and recover here. Maybe he can bump and get that underhook with his right hand and break it up. Oh, full mount from Wulei, but Li Hongyuan uses the timing and explodes out and reverses.
Just 20 seconds in this round. Li Hongyuan needs a comeback here. He's down on points, I believe, in this round. 10 seconds now. He's got to posture up and do everything he can to steal this round from Wulei.
Man, but look at the difference in these two. When Li Hongyuan's on top, he just looks like he's trying to finish with every single punch non-stop.
Oh, there seems to be some controversy. Wulei he was definitely hit after the bell, but it was before the referee called a stop to it. He's calling that he was hit in the back of the head. Some frustration perhaps from Li Hongyuan. The fight's not going the way he wanted it. There's a beautiful knee from Li Hongyuan. Oh, Wulei going up high with a knee there, and a beautiful forearm to the face. A beautiful slam at the end there. If the referee does not stop that blow, it was close enough to the end of the round. I think that the fighter can argue that he was just completing his chain of attacks. If the referee didn't stop it and it did not fall on an illegal area, or the referee did not call it as an illegal area, this will be a TKO win for Li Hongyuan.
But did it hit him in the back of the head, though?
Well, whether it hit him in the back of the head or not, did the ref call it as a hit to the back of the head?
I see.
Because the way that they're behaving right now, let's watch. Oh, that was clear in the back of the head, but that you can argue that that is unintentional. I don't believe, you know, look at look at his face now. He turns his head down, but yep. You cannot blame Li Hongyuan for that. That, you know, he saw the fist coming, turned the back of the head, kind of baiting the foul.
in my opinion, if I'm the referee, this is a TKO win for Li Hongyuan.
I don't know if he baited the foul, but I do think that he to defend in the incorrect manner there, giving up the back of his head. You know, and knowing the rules very well, knowing the options, if the corner could help his fighter say, look, man, you need to do what you can to get up, because you might lose the decision here.
It is very important. It is very important for fighters to know the rules. If there has not been a foul called, then, you know, you believe you are fouled. Well, you know, maybe he's genuinely hurt, and it's, you know, yeah, we need to take that into consideration.
To be honest, yeah, that's probably the biggest point. And knowing Wulei, we've seen him fight. We've never seen him back away from the challenge. We've never seen him not be an absolute warrior.
Who does that, though? Who looks at a punch and then turns his back of the head towards the punch? It's hard to believe that he wasn't expecting to get clocked in the back of the head just there.
It felt like he was dropping down, though. Let's have a relook if it'll show again. It feels like he's dropping down, trying to avoid the punch, but not sure.
Well, under the rule set, fans, if you're not familiar with this, if it is an unintentional foul, now we're not sure if it is considered a foul yet. If it is an unintentional foul, this seems quite serious. The doctor has called for the stretcher. We hope that Wulei Fu is okay. The power in Li Hongyuan's fists are definitely dangerous. Well, that's the end of the fight. We do hope that Wulei Fu is okay. He definitely ate a very clean, heavy blow to the back of the head. Oh, it seems he's okay. He's sitting up now. Here's the replay. Watch. He's looking. I guess he's trying to avoid the punch, perhaps, but in the process, turned his head so that the back of his head was exposed. The bell had rang. That's definitely true. The bell had rang.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like he's really avoiding it, but such a sad thing to see. And you know, if he's looking like this, definitely cannot allow him to continue the fight. Now it'll be interesting to see.
Well, it depends.
What the referees are.
Is it an intent? Look, there's a very good chance now that, in fact, Wulei Fu has won the fight, because it's either an intentional foul that is automatically a win for Wulei Fu, or it is unintentional. Then they will have to go to the scorecards, because it's past halfway through the fight. If it's past halfway through the fight and Wulei Fu has won those first 2 rounds, which I believe he has, then he's the winner.
See there, Li Hongyuan is very unsure if he should be celebrating, if he should be worried. Let's have a look what the referees and the judges are gonna decide on this controversial situation.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则与量级比赛的最终结果为：由于本场比赛红方选手乌雷伊夫因伤无法继续比赛，但是由于赛事已经过半，那根据双方的前3回合的表现，1号裁判20比18 ，Judge Number 1 22-18； 2号裁判20比18 ，Judge Number 2 22-18； 3号裁判20比18 ，Judge Number 3 22-18。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定红方胜。那么接下来将会进行2位俄罗斯选手之间的对决。
It's time for the second fight of the evening. And fans, this is a very historic moment in JCK history. Our first ever match not to include a Chinese fighter, a testament of JCK's growing international influence and also the evolution of the domestic MMA fans here in China that appreciate skill, not only cheering for flags. Dagestan, Russia's Ramzan Gasanbegov fought and won just a few weeks ago. He took this fight on 1 week's notice and made weight easily. What a warrior. He brings a wrestling background into this fight. We wish him well. 25 years of age, he's now training here in China at Longshan Fight Club in Guangdong.
Yeah, we saw a really cool situation when we were at the food court. He ran into, we see it in the corner, the guy with the black shirt right there. They have recently met and he's helping him corner. And we saw them square up and start randomly wrestling. And that was said, that's how Dagestanians meet each other and get to know each other. Right there in the hotel food court, they started a bit of a wrestle-off, which was really cool to see. And I'm thinking that he will be looking to try to get the fight to a wrestling distance. However, we've also heard he has been fighting boxing and kickboxing in the local scene here in China.
Well, we don't know much about this guy. We know he's from Dagestan, so there's a lot of tough fighters from Dagestan. That doesn't mean he is. He's had three fights in total, 1-2, lost 1.
And also, don't be confused, not every Dagestanian is a wrestler. They have very good strikers, Sanda fighters from that region as well.
Here we go. Ramazan Gasanbegov steps into the cage for this historic event.
And there we see his opponent, Alexander Ziranov. Drago, the 22-year-old, is training at Team Shlemenko, who is led by Alexander Shlemenko himself. And you know he has been put through his paces in that training room. That room is famous for their intensity and very, very hard sessions. The head coach, Alexander Shlemenko himself, is of a similar size, and we know that they've trained each other to be very, very high level. As an amateur, this Alexander has had an amazing record of 16-1 and has had 5 different titles as a professional. He has had a winning record and he loves to grapple. He uses his jiu-jitsu skills, himself being a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, also has a submission base. Does like to wrestle. Would he be able to out-wrestle the Dagestanian? That we don't know, and we'll see in a few minutes. We spoke to his coach, who we saw right there in the corner. He could speak English and told us they'll probably look to take the fight to the ground and try to get a submission victory. Very cool. First time here at JCK, as you said, with no Chinese national in the cage.
Alexander Ziranov steps into the cage. This is an exciting moment. He's very well rounded. Let's go. Looking now at the tail of this tape, and we can see a significant reach advantage favors Ziranov.
本场 JCK Bounty Competition 次重量级的比赛争夺，蓝方选手身高180公分，臂展178厘米，体重77.20公斤，年龄25岁，来自于广州龙三格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩3战2胜1负。那么今天晚上上了 JCK 战决城的首秀 ，Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Russia. Gets ready for Ramzan Gasanbegov。本场比赛，红方选手身高183公分，臂展189厘米，体重77.40公斤，年龄22岁，来自于 Storm by Alexander Shlemenko。MMA 综合格斗战绩2战1胜1负。那么今天晚上同样是他的 JCK 战决城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Russia. Get ready for Alexander the Drago Ziranov. 本场比赛场上裁判张永新。
开打。Listen to one pass order from the power kitchen, okay? Judge, time, ready, fight!
Gasanbegov in the blue corner, and then Alexander in the red. Oh, beautiful low kick.
Well, what a fast start to this fight. Look at the head and arm position here from Gasanbegov. Fight doesn't stay on the feet long, but now Ziranov is back to his feet, still stuck in this standing.
It looks like he's already cinched up that
the anaconda choke, right?
Yeah, but he lost that arm on the far side. Now we see the wrestling of both these fighters.
Gasanbegov gets the takedown. Right in the side control, a beautiful throw, didn't take him long. Doing a fantastic job of controlling Ziranov. Again, he has an amazing amateur record, 16-1 with 5 titles. 3rd place in Russia's national MMA amateur competition as well.
But you know, the difference between the pro scene and the amateur scene really is worlds apart. But there he is, he works his way back up, fishing, got the underhook on the far side.
Gasanbegov looks again to get this fight to the ground.
It looks like he's got a variation. Look at that. What is that? That looks like a variation, a reverse arm triangle, but I don't think it's got it on the neck.
Abandons that control, and Gasanbegov is on top here, pressuring Ziranov against the cage wall. He's right in his corner there. Gasanbegov listening to instructions from his corner. Ziranov taking a breath there, trying to manage his posture. Look at this interesting leg work here from Gasanbegov.
Yeah, I feel like he's trying to set up a leg drag position and trying to feed that far arm to the side. Maybe looking for the very infamous Dagestan handcuff.
Ziranov gets an underhook there. Trying to, oh, beautiful work, a reversal from Ziranov. Now he's on top on the ground, but Gasanbegov gets to his feet. Now it's Ziranov looking for that anaconda choke.
It looks like he's got it wrapped up, but I don't know if he's got
doesn't look tight enough. Yeah, yes. Doesn't look tight enough to me.
That right shoulder doesn't look like he's. Oh, he shouldn't be turning.
Look at this. He's
Gasanbegov made a mistake. He shouldn't have turned with.
Oh, he taps out. Ziranov comes with a fantastic anaconda choke to win this historic match here in JCK. It looked bad for him earlier in the fight, but he maintained, he weathered the storm, slapped on the anaconda, and just did not let go. The winner, Ziranov, taps out Gasanbegov here in this Russia versus Russia showdown.
Look at him, exhausted. That was such a hectic pace for two minutes. I mean, what a back and forth. And we see there the absolutely destroyed Ramazan Gasanbegov. He is down on his knees, very disappointed. But the young Alexander Ziranov Drago gets the win tonight. And as I said, man, he had it locked up and managed to squeeze out the win there. There we see the failed attempt.
Beautiful takedown defense. The wizard there, the headlock slaps on that anaconda. We didn't think it looked tight, but when he did that gator roll,
see, it was fine here, but the problem is right here, Gasanbegov, he drops his bum, he turns his, and this is the mistake he made. He shouldn't have gone his back, he should have stayed on top.
Gave the opportunity for Ziranov to tighten that grip, and it didn't take long to force the tap.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男裁判妹综合格斗规则次重量级比赛的最终结果为：来自于俄罗斯的红方选手 The Drago Alexander Ziranov， 第一回合2分25秒使用蟒蛇脚降服获胜。The winner is red corner, win by submission. 接下来我们掌声有请颁奖嘉宾，中美国际控股有限公司山西公司总经理冯雨燕女士，有请。好，感谢颁奖嘉宾，感谢红蓝双方选手出色的表现，谢谢。下面的时间将为大家现场呈现今天晚上最后一场复赛的比赛争夺。
It's time now for the third fight of the evening. Let me tell you about this fight. It was on, then it was off, and then today it was back on again. Hailaierke Sadamzin from Kazakhstan was extremely overweight, more than 3 kilograms overweight when he weighed in yesterday. He needs a finish to win this. The fight was saved, however. I'm telling you, this guy's had some tough fights, but not as tough as his opponent, Jang, in my opinion. He stands like a boxer. He throws with his hands up high. He has like an Olympic boxing style. And I'm a little bit concerned about his takedown defense. As we know, his opponent, Jang, a veteran of JCK, has an explosive start and just goes for the kill the entire fight. Sometimes he gets caught and knocked out, that's true. But a lot of times he comes with his incredible pace, and I'm a little bit concerned that Hailaierke Sadamzin might get overwhelmed by Jang's power. Let's see how it plays out. I'd like to see Sadamzin keep his hips low and change his style up a little bit. He's got a tremendous reach advantage, and that can work in his favor. But if he fights like I've seen him fight in other videos, I think he's going to have a tough fight tonight. You know, not to mention, he struggled to make the weight yesterday. He's had to stay at a specific weight today as well to allow for fairness, but that's really going to drain him going into this match. He says good, but he's a warrior. He's here to fight, and he looks all right. He's stepping into the cage here for his JCK debut. Let's see what Kazakhstan's Hailaierke Sadamzin brings to JCK.
And there is his opponent, Zhang Yuhe. This Longyun MMA team fighter always shows up in great shape. We saw him at the weigh-ins. Man, he's jacked. When I spoke to him, and I met him quite a while ago, he told me before he did MMA, he was really into bodybuilding. And in his part-time, or in his spare time, when he's not preparing for fights, or when he goes home, you'll find him in the gym, in the weight rooms. That is his second love. So you'll always see him jacked and in shape. Very, very powerfully built young man. And as we said, Vaughn, this guy brings the action. He made weight yesterday at 77. This weight, the fight was canceled, and then they renegotiated, changed it to a catch weight. However, the terms and conditions were his opponent had to stay under 83 kilograms by 5 o'clock of today, and he must win via finish. So all the pressure is in the opponent's corner. Zhang Yuhe, he made the weight, he got ready for the fight, he gets to fight, but he can take this fight a step at a time. I spoke to him earlier in the dressing room where he told me he feels he can probably finish this fight, but he's gonna start it slow, take it easy, pace himself. He's sure his opponent's going to fade because of the tough weight cut and because of the experience advantage. And on the ground, he believes he has all the answers for his opponent tonight. You know, the last time we saw him was up against Siji Lahu, and that was an absolute war. He lost the decision, but we saw his huge heart in that fight. Very young, but he does train with some of the best guys and one of the top teams here in China. There we see the sportsmanship between these two. Vaughn, I'm excited for this welterweight bout.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, and you can see this becomes a catchweight, both weighing in at 79 kilos.
本场 JCK MMA 男子79公斤级的协议体重之战，栏目选手身高183公分，臂展183厘米，体重80.50公斤，年龄26岁，来自于 Turan Orda。MMA 综合格斗战绩7战4胜3负。那么今天晚上他们 JCK 战决城的首秀 ，Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Kazakhstan. Gets ready for Olympic Ziranov. 本场比赛，红方选手身高177公分，臂展176厘米，体重77.50公斤，年龄24岁，来自于哈尔滨龙源综合格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩13战8胜5负 ，JCK 战决城战绩9战4胜5负。他就是被誉为吉林最硬的男人，吉林战虎郑玉浩。本场比赛场上裁判2名。
Fighter. Judge, tie. Unit, fight!
Ali back in the blue and Jang in the red.
A cautious start to this fight. Saim looking for a kick. You can tell those kicks are not his bread and butter. He's more of a boxer. Look at him. I like this. He's keeping his hips a little bit low. He should be expecting an explosive flurry and then a takedown. That's how Jang fights.
A very heavy low kick there. Stops Zhang Yuhe in his tracks. Kind of wobbles his feet. The size difference seems in the favor of the Kazakhstan national, but you can look at the muscles. Oh!
Zhang Yuhe with his trademark flurry, but Saim backs him up.
Zhang Yuhe needs to be careful when he throws those punches.
Inside low kick from Saim.
How long before he shoots for the takedown? It's like a little ball of muscle is Zhang Yuhe. Nice footwork and movement. from Mulatebieke.
Beautiful timing there, and Jang gets what he's looking for. A beautifully timed double leg takedown directly into the guard. Let's see Saidazim's grappling.
Saidazim went for the armbar, but he gave up the pass. But look, he used that opportunity.
Saidazim is up to his feet now.
Yeah, he used that beautifully to get the chance to wrestle up.
The knee to the head there from Jang. Jang firing an elbow there, missed the mark. They disengage. Now they're here in the center of the cage. Look at the relaxed posture of Saidazim, working the body there. A beautifully timed double leg. Jang has found his rhythm, but is he going to be able to do better to control Saidazim on the ground now?
Yeah, and it's exactly the same double leg. He shoots a double leg and then goes to the opposite side. You normally see people take the double leg and just straight into the closed guard. This time Saidazim doesn't shoot up the armbar. It was, of course, that armbar attempt that gave Jang the pass, which then led to him getting up and escaping.
Jang scoring here. Saidazim firing some elbows from the bottom.
You definitely don't want to be stuck here for too long.
Saidazim wrapping up the Kimura. Will he get it?
I'll be very surprised if he can finish this Kimura. We see there Jang already having his hand deep on the hips, protecting that arm, using the other hand to ground and pound. Jang holding his own leg there. We see his right hand on the inside, working the body. Mulatebieke doing the right thing here.
Jang trying to beat Saidazim so hard that he gives up that submission, and he seems to have done it. There he's going for that omoplata, a scramble now. Saidazim's on top. This is a rare opportunity to see his top game.
Well, and we've almost never seen Jang.
Oh, big elbow there from Saidazim.
We see Jang trying to recover guard.
You can see the welt on the head. Is it bleeding there? Saidazim looks to be a powerful guy.
Oh, he's got a heel hook already.
Oh, he taps out! Jang gets the submission after eating that massive elbow to the forehead.
What an amazing tap out from Jang Zhifa. Not only did he make the weight, but he also got the win. And we see the Kazakhstan fighter holding his knee there on the floor. He's obviously really in excruciating pain. But after all, it's Jang Zhifa celebrating his win with that beautiful leg lock submission.
接下来宣布比赛结果：本场男子MMA综合格斗规则男子79公斤级协议体重之战的最终结果为，来自于中国的红方选手吉林战虎张玉鹤，第一回合3分59秒使用足跟钩降服获胜。The winner is red corner, win by heel hooks。接下来，让我们掌声有请颁奖嘉宾山西通航救援有限公司张占强先生。那么值得一提的是呢，山西通航救援有限公司成立于2021年，是经中国民用航空器批准具有通用航空运行资格的通航企业，是山西省头部推动通航基础建设发展以及航空应急服务相结合的创新型科技公司。好，感谢颁奖嘉宾，张总请留步，张总请留步，感谢阿伊别克，玉鹤请留步，绿鹤请留步。那么张总，首先非常欢迎您来到了 JCK 战绝城的比赛现场，那么也非常感谢您给今天的获胜的中国选手张玉鹤颁发奖项。那我想问您一下，您是第一次来到 JCK 战绝城的现场来观看 MMA 综合格斗的比赛吗？
我已经1加 N 了吧。
来过很多次。
我特别关注中国体育运动，包括跟我们干的航空体育运动一样，我特别关注这个盛事，而且主要我是教菜人。
欢迎您。那么今天呢，您来到 JCK 战绝城的八角笼当中呢，将会见证很多的优秀的国内外的综合格斗的选手在 JCK 的八角笼当中征战。那此时此刻有什么样的感触，能不能跟我们分享分享？
我觉得就是国富民强，就是只有发展一种就是战斗型的民主，才能使中国更加强大。我觉得这个综合格斗在体育界，在人民力量上，我觉得是具有最大的带动作用的，就是能激起男人的血性，还有女人的豪气。
感谢张总精彩的分享，谢谢您，谢谢。玉鹤来到舞台中央，
恭喜你张玉鹤，伤愈回归，拿到了一场非常非常精彩的胜利。那么其实我们知道对手其实在赛前是出现了超重的问题。那么为什么超重那么多，你还选择要接下这场比赛？
我已经准备好久了，我今年很辛苦，我辛辛苦苦准备了1年。终于来到我想要的结果了。
那么其实我们知道这场比赛其实对方是必须终结你才能获得比赛的胜利。你明明有很多很保守的方式能够拿到胜利，为什么还选择跟对方打得这么凶？
吉林最硬的男人永不后退。
永不后退。OK， 拿下了非常非常精彩的胜利。那么接下来有什么话想献给这些支持你的人？
谢谢我的老师，特别感谢我的老师和我荣哥帮我辛苦备战，感谢我的团队，感谢我长春的兄弟们，感谢的太多了。就是我想对大家说一句话，就是不管你的生活再怎么糟糕，一定不要放弃，一定会有好的结果的。我不该在八角笼里流眼泪，但是我真的控制不住，不好意思。
女士们、先生们，掌声献给吉林最硬男人战虎张玉鹤！
那么接下来的时间，我们共同开启今天晚上正赛环节的比赛。蓝方选手沙马提沙纳提来自于哈尔滨龙云综合格斗俱乐部，地面技术精湛，目前 JCK 战绝城4战3胜。他的对手吉姆沙来自于哈尔滨龙云综合格斗俱乐部，胜场终结率高达87.5%。那么今天晚上吉姆沙能否成功冲击3连胜？下面比赛即将开始。吉姆乌沙。
比赛状态很好，因为经过了这一段时间的休息调整，然后身体的各个状态都恢复的挺好。对。
沙买提沙纳提。
前面就是对手是国外的嘛，然后后面回来了我们自己俱乐部的。
他就是摔柔型的吧，也 还行，但是我现在柔术也还可以的，所以没问题。
这场比赛两位其实都可以说是在 JCK 诞生的黑马级新星。
这场比赛有可能打满，有可能终结比赛，没有什么压力，因为就是擂台上对手下来和朋友嘛，
都很熟悉了，没啥想说的，上去了就好好打一场精彩的比赛吧，各自全力以赴。
上位砸拳，
终结吗？对，终结吗？
终结吗？
我必须有动作，
要有动作。
还是给
裁判叫停了。
非常漂亮，非常漂亮的虎指前簇，沙买提真的是兵不血刃，一击制胜。通过走龙这种利用地形布置的十字弓，
十字弓，十字弓。
这场比赛赢了就是挑战金腰带嘛，我的目标就是金腰带。
It's time for a bantamweight clash. The monkey Shamaiti. Shamaiti makes his way to the cage now. Two of my favorite fighters are about to throw down. This is so exciting. Shamaiti, of course, hailing from the Aili region of Xinjiang. He now lives and trains in Harbin at Longyun MMA Club. 2 wins, 2 finishes in Shamaiti's last 2 fights, including a TKO win with the first attack of the fight. Just 15 seconds into that match, Shamaiti looked great in his armbar win over tough Russian grappler Aili Mulatebieke as well. Shamaiti's original opponent was replaced 2 weeks ago by none other than Shamaiti's teammate Jimuwusha, stepping in to fit the gap. Remember, I said Shamaiti has a 15-second one-strike finish this year. Well, it would have been the fastest finish of 2024 if tonight's opponent, Jimuwusha, hadn't one-upped him with a 10-second knockout of his own. I'll leave the details of Jimuwusha's victory to Woody. Believe me, this is a superstar matchup.
You know what's so cool about both these guys? They're so charismatic and they're literally right at the heel of the top guys in this division. They are so talented. Both of them are calm, experienced, same age, same body size, similar level skills. I would say personally that I think Shamaiti might have the grappling advantage and Jimuwusha has the striking advantage. But don't be fooled, folks. This is incredibly well matched. And there he is, walking out of the red corner. One of my favorite fighters on the whole JCK roster, Jimuwusha. He is one of the top contenders, as I just mentioned. And this fight could be viewed as a top contender match. Both these fighters are from the same team, but they are originally from 2 very far corners of China. And I personally believe that they are very closely matched, with a slight advantage to Jimuwusha on the feet and Shamaiti on the ground. These guys train together, they spar together. They know each other's tricks, strengths, and weaknesses. This could be fight on the night. On paper, it should be fight on night. The question is, will they cancel each other's games out, or will they throw caution to the wind and let the guns go? I'm so excited for this. We see there Buhuoyouga. He's coming up very soon. He's wearing his gloves in there, supporting his fellow Yi fighter from Liangshan in Sichuan. two of the hot spots of China are facing off again, as they've done time and time again. Liangsha in China versus Aili in China go up against friend versus friend, teammate versus teammate. No hard feelings, but there'll be only one winner tonight. Vaughn, you and me spoke off the mic earlier. You are all about this. I'll be willing to fight a teammate. I'd rather, as you said, I'd rather lose to a teammate than I lose to an enemy. Could you explain that thought a little bit more?
Well, there's a depth. This is a long topic to discuss. We can talk about it perhaps if there's some injury time. But these are two professional fighters and they see this as a sport, no doubt.
And both of them incredibly dangerous. Fastest knockout of the year in the pocket of Jimuwusha.
Let's look at the tail of the tape and we can see Jimuwusha has a slight reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Bounty Competition 雏量级的正赛争夺，南方选手身高170公分，臂展174厘米，体重61.50公斤，年龄26岁，来自于哈尔滨龙云综合格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩28战23胜5负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩4战3胜1负。他就是来自于中国的南方选手猴子Shamaiti沙那蒂。本场比赛，红方选手身高172公分，臂展180厘米，体重61.50公斤，年龄26岁，来自于哈尔滨龙云综合格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩24战21胜3负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩10战8胜2负。他就是来自于中国的红方选手吉姆乌沙。那么今天晚上比赛，非常高兴邀请到了国内著名的擂台解说专家侯毅老师和刘聪老师，他们两位将在现场为大家带来今天晚上比赛的直播评述。同时，英文解说的部分非常荣幸的邀请到了著名的综合格斗运动员、教练员，同时也是赛事评论员的 Vaughn Anderson 和 Wulei Parketer 进行现场的呈现。Welcome！ 同时还要特别感谢言之有理赵岩老师以及本赛事的特约评论员方乐老师的鼎力相助，感谢二位。本场比赛场上裁判方岳。
Judge, hi, ready, fight!
There we go, Shamaiti and Jimuwusha, Southpaw versus Southpaw.
My favorite matchups. This is where the Southpaw advantage really gets tested. Oh! Jimuwusha drops Shamaiti, he's looking for the finish. Shamaiti able to wrap up the half guard there. Tons of action early in this fight. A dangerous situation for the monkey. Shamaiti looking to recover guard. Look at this. Jimuwusha's wrapping up a head and arm control. Will he threaten with a DOS perhaps? Switch to the other side and go to an anaconda.
Looks like he's threatening with an arm in guillotine that he's going to step over and try to... Nope.
Shamaiti breaks free of that control. Well, beautiful punches there from Jimuwusha.
Look at Shamaiti already looking for the triangle. Shamaiti is
hard
so dangerous off his back.
More hard punches accurately landing in the forehead of Shamaiti. Another hard punch. Shamaiti taking a beating here on the ground.
Huge punches thrown between. These guys are friends. These guys are teammates. But ain't no love lost right now here in the cage.
Shamaiti thinking about an armbar, but he eats an elbow. He's got to keep the defense high. Jimuwusha is making it very difficult for him to attack. He needs to find a better situation, I believe. Trying to work the submission game from this position on such an advanced fighter like Jimuwusha, who you train with and knows all your tricks anyway, is not a smart plan.
And this all started with that huge right hand to the chin of Shamaiti. Jimuwusha coming in heavy-handed. Oh, but look at Shamaiti. Looks like he might have this armbar wrapped up.
Shamaiti has a tremendous armbar. I still believe, though, that Jimuwusha must know what's coming and know how to defend it and get out of it.
You see, he's connected his hands there, but he needs to be careful. If Shamaiti can extend his hips here, he's in trouble. Can he pop his hand out, though? Yeah, it looks like he's got that elbow out already. Jimuwusha's already got his right hand out, yes.
Jimuwusha working again. It's just crazy. Almost every punch he throws in these ground and pound exchanges hits the mark.
So accurate and so dangerous. Look at that again. But look at the monkey living up to his name. So tricky and agile off his back here.
Another armbar attempt. Now he's off balance, Jimuwusha. This could be bad. Jimuwusha trying to fight off that armbar. He seems like he's got out. He's got out now. Passing the guard, knee on chest. Another shot to the face.
What a back and forth exchange here. Only 3 minutes into the very first round. Vaughn, this is more action than we've seen almost the whole night.
Crazy. It seems that Shamaiti just believes that this is a safe place to fight. I think he's crazy.
Well, again, we don't know how many times these guys have spotted each other. He might have tapped Jimuwusha countless times again, and Jimuwusha believes that he has the ground and pound to finish Shamaiti.
I believe it too.
But man, what would you give for a ticket to have, just to sit down and watch this team sparring session? If this is what it's like every sparring day at Team Longyuan, it must be insane. You know, for a moment, I told you I was worried that these guys will have a hard time pulling the trigger against each other, but they're not having any go. Look, he's going for a heel hook.
Going for a heel hook. Jimuwusha's got lots of space to roll out. He needs to be careful when he gets close to the cage wall, though.
He's already got that heel pretty clear.
Now he's got to watch for the calf crank. The monkey's looking to cinch that in. This is a bad spot for Jimuwusha.
He's lifting up the far leg of the monkey.
What Shamaiti needs to do, I believe, is he needs to kind of scoot back his left knee. If he can slide that to the ground and push his hips forward, he'll have the torque, perhaps, to force the tap from Jimuwusha. Jimuwusha, of course, making this extremely difficult for Shamaiti. There he is. Shamaiti, if he gets that hips.
He's got his legs cleared. Now we see Shamaiti trying to wrestle Jimuwusha down.
Fantastic action indeed. Just over 15 seconds in this first round.
What an amazing first round between these two teammates, two brothers, but they are not holding back. Makes me think of that beautiful Warrior movie, that Hollywood, classic Warrior, where the two brothers fight, and we see it right here. Two teammates not holding back in any way that you could imagine. Shamaiti going to his corner, sitting straight down onto the mat. We see Jimuwusha having a big
Let's look at the replays from that action pack. Boom! Oh, massive left hand.
Sorry, big left hand. My apology. Yeah.
Then we see near the end of the round, look at the grimace on the face of Shamaiti. He's looking to snap that knee. It gets all the way to the cage wall. Then he tries to transition into the calf crank, and Jimuwusha escapes.
Well, I'll tell you guys a little secret. I didn't voice it, but I just verbalized a bit of an indulgence of words there. This is absolutely action-packed. We thought this could be fight of the night, and so far, it's more than lived up to expectations.
Stiff jab from Jimuwusha. Oh, both fighters swapping big bombs there. A kick there from Jimuwusha. Spinning heel kick. That's bread and butter for Jimuwusha.
We see Shamaiti double underhooks, looking to wrestle against Jimuwusha. Jimuwusha trying to counter him and create some space. Both these guys are incredibly athletic and agile. Great balance, hard to keep them down or hard to get them down. But we see
beautiful reversal from Jimuwusha. Now he's on top.
We see the shoulder crunch there from Shamaiti.
Jimuwusha did well in this position in the last round. Shamaiti content here on the ground, on the bottom. I guess, though, in fact, he was not doing so well on the feet either, so maybe this is the safest place to fight a killer like Jimuwusha. Up kick there from Shamaiti.
But that's what I love about Jimuwusha. He just goes wherever the fight goes. He's not backing off in any way. He'll go to the ground, he'll go to the feet, doesn't care. I mean, tactically, it would be better for him to say, Shamaiti, stand up. Come test your striking against me. Oh,
beautiful. Big punch to pass the guard.
2 punches, another punch. It's a lot of punches landed there.
Shamaiti recovers that guard there, open guard. It's not stopping Jimuwusha from attacking, though.
But there he goes again. He's so good, man. I'm telling you, Shamaiti has very, very dangerous grappling off his back. I mean, how many guys we got from this team that is such good grappling? You got Xie Qiu, you got Shang Zhifa. So many high-level grapplers in this team. Easy. If he can cross, this is not good for Jimuwusha. Cannot allow him to cross that leg across his face. He's got the arm. Jimuwusha does have it locked up, but this is very dangerous. You're playing with fire right here, Jimuwusha.
There's also the threat of Shamaiti rolling to his stomach, going inverted, and finishing the armbar belly down.
Shamaiti, as always, living up to his name, the monkey, dangerous from every angle, every position. We see here Jimuwusha really respecting his opponent here, locking that arm up. Now we see him dropping bombs again.
Fantastic work.
Beautiful punches, heavy punches. How much damage can Shamaiti take? This is heavy.
Oh, good.
A lot of heavy punches
to a finish. Shamaiti again working that armbar. You know, he's taking a lot of punches, but he's also getting really close to these armbar finishes. Jimuwusha needs to be careful, especially you see when Shamaiti off balances him and he falls to his shoulder. That's a bad situation where he's less able to defend these attacks.
Stacking him very heavily is Jimuwusha, protecting that arm, trying to use his right hand to soften up. The referee
looks like he's going to take a point for putting his toes in the cage.
1 point down. 1 point down. Hi, fight.
The action resumes here in the same position. Now Jimuwusha's firing elbows. It's a bad spot for Shamaiti.
Look at those bombs dropped by Jimuwusha.
We've ended
elbows, short punches. The referee telling him to fight back. The referee might even step in here if Shamaiti doesn't start fighting back, but Shamaiti does start to wrap up Jimuwusha. Look at him, he's so dangerous. The moment you think he's going to be finished, he starts looking for the armbar. Jimuwusha manages to get his arm out, avoids the leg entanglement. We see Shamaiti, when he misses those arms, he starts hunting and fishing for the legs. Beautiful elbows here.
This looks bad. This might be the finish.
The referee, that's it, it's over!
Jimuwusha finishes Shamaiti. Shamaiti finally taking just too much damage. The referee stops in the save. I find that to be a very good finish.
What an amazing fight between these two teammates. I mean, Monday would be interesting when they're in the training room together, but They did not hold back. And Shamaiti came closer to finishing with quite a few submissions, but it really was all Jimuwusha.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则除量级正赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的红方选手吉木武沙，第二回合4分41秒使用地面打击 TKO 获胜。The winner is red corner, win by 关南鹏。接下来我们掌声有请颁奖嘉宾。 石家庄市武术协会副主席雷华敏先生，有请颁奖嘉宾同红蓝双方选手共同合影留念。感谢颁奖嘉宾，感谢双方选手出色的表现。吉木，请留步。
恭喜你啊，吉木武沙啊，获得了这次比赛的胜利。我不知道这个大家可能不了解啊，就是两位兄弟之间的一次斗争，在这个训练过程中、备战过程中有没有什么压力吗？
没有。虽然我们是同门兄弟，但是我们就是干这份工作的，我们不会踏进这个笼子之后上去自己糊弄自己，都会全力以赴的。对，
真是一个优秀的战士。 刚才你看，你刚才爬到我们笼子上，刚才对着摄像机说了什么？
王少强，我要挑战你打腰带，等着我。
好的，女士们、先生们，让我们恭喜吉木武沙。
接下来时间将为大家摄像呈现是今天晚上的第2场正赛，男子58.5公斤级的比赛。蓝方选手 Kosicyn Vitaliy 来自于俄罗斯的实力选手，职业生涯战绩18战11胜，2022年度俄罗斯 MMA 综合格斗锦标赛的冠军获得者。他对手Buhuoyouga来自于一格斗综合格斗俱乐部 JCK 战绝城银量级官方排名第1，摔跤技术出色。接下来 Kosicyn 将会开启在 JCK 战绝城的首秀。
因为临时更换了几个对手，备战方面还是有压力，但是他不会打扰我最终的这个备战的这个目的。我觉得我不管是技术也好，力量也好，耐力也好，都优越于他。
Всех приветствую, я Kosicyn Vitaliy из города Рязань, клуб Арта. Ну, я считаю, что уровень хороший, потому что также смотрел в интернете бои, и ребята здесь хорошие. В целом, очень хороший уровень. Тактика есть, конечно, к бою. Я ее, конечно же, не буду разглашать. А то, что он бывший чемпион, меня это совершенно не смущает. Потому что в скором времени буду я здесь чемпионом.
我希望打一场漂亮比赛，以终结的方式终结掉他，拿下这场比赛的胜利。我觉得这次比赛我会打得会更加的激进，展现出不一样的Buhuoyouga。
Пожелать удачи и без травм, потому что победа будет за мной.
你要记住这场比赛，要做好心理的准备。
It's time now for a catchweight fight. The agreed weight, 58.5 kilos. The reason for the catchweight, the man walking to the cage now, Russia's Vitaliy Kosicyn, had just 2 weeks to prepare for this fight. However, just 26 years of age, and Kosicyn has already amassed an 11-6-1 record and is also an amateur MMA champion, a late replacement as mentioned for tonight's opponent, Buhuoyouga, who has more than twice the experience of Kosicyn. With just 2 weeks preparation time, hence the catchweight agreement. Still, Kosicyn looks fresher than Youga at the weigh-in. The Russian doesn't know Youga well, but is confident he'll win. And when I asked him that, he looked at me dead in the eyes with a very relaxed demeanor. Believe me, he believes he is not threatened at all by this matchup. He has an unassuming appearance, that's true, but we know better than to judge a book by its cover. Let's see what Vitaliy Kosicyn brings to his short notice JCK debut.
There we see the Lianhuashan native, Buhuoyouga, and at 58.5, I believe Buhuoyouga will be very strong. He has made it to the JCK Million RMB final 2 times, and he has even carried the flyweight belt for a while. He is a mature fighter with incredible power, and his wrestling is absolutely elite. He is also very hard to submit. Remember, he made a short run at 61 kg, but then decided to move back down to 57 to the flyweight division. So I think this catchweight is a perfect suit for him. JCK had to really hustle to find replacements on this card, and this is one of the fights where we had a last replacement too. I believe the experienced wrestler has the home ground, size, and power advantage in this matchup. Let's see if Buhuoyouga will be able to give the young and super confident Russian a loss in his first fight here in JCK. I interviewed him earlier and asked him, what's the game plan? He told me, Woody, I've been working on my boxing. I'm willing to stand and trade. If I have to wrestle, I'll wrestle. But let's see where the opponent wants to take the fight. I believe I can beat him anywhere it goes. And that's all he let me know. He didn't let out any secrets when I interviewed him. But Vaughn, you know him well, and we all know how strong this little tank of a man is, Buhuoyouga. He is very unorthodox in his striking, but don't forget when he slept Shang Zhifa, and he does have devastating power in his hands, and you can't take away from him the credibility he has in his wrestling. He was the Chinese national champion. He's a very, very good wrestler.
The question is, however, has Buhuoyouga spread himself too thin, running a gym, managing fighters? 4 children now. Let's see what happens. Looking now at the tail of the tape, and we can see a considerable 10-centimeter reach advantage favors Kosicyn.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live in JCK International Fighting Center. It's JCK MMA Bounty Competition flyweight division. This moment is truly all we waiting for. And now the officials are ready. Fighters in the octagon. Fighter fans, are you ready? It's show time! Introducing first, fighter at the blue corner, mixed martial artist, holding professional record 18 fights, 11 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw. He stands 180 centimeters tall, weighing 128 pounds. Fighting out of Ryazan, Russia, gets ready for the tough guy. I give you Kosicyn Vitaliy! Now, introducing for his opponent, fighter at the red corner. He stands 157 centimeters tall, weighing 128 pounds, age 32. This man is wrestler, holding professional record, 28 fights, 18 wins, 10 losses. Fighting out of Sichuan, China. I give you the reigning, defending, undisputed JCK 2023 flyweight champion. Let's welcome the son of Yi. Let's get ready for Buhuoyouga! The referee who charged in his octagon is Mr. Thomas Fan.
Judge, time. You ready? You ready? Fight!
Here we are. We have Kosicyn in the blue and Buhuoyouga in the red. Buhuoyouga going for a spinning back kick to start things off, and a nice sharp low kick from Kosicyn.
Kosicyn, I like his stance, respecting the takedown threat that Yoga obviously brings to this fight.
Another big calf kick from Kosicyn, working the leg of Buhuoyouga. Buhuoyouga showing those back kicks.
Remember, Kosicyn has just had 2 weeks to prepare for this fight. He had to accept a catch weight because he can't get down to the flyweight 57 kilo mark. So you got to wonder, is he going to be in shape if the fight, especially if the fight drags on to the 3rd round? Yoga's had plenty of time to prepare. He was originally supposed to fight someone else. That guy had to be replaced. And here is Kosicyn flying in from Russia with 2 weeks' notice.
We see a lot of respect between these two fighters. Yoga has his hands up, but Kosicyn hands very high. And we know there's a ton of very good boxers in the Russian circuit. You're sure Kosicyn has fought some very good boxers. However, Buhuoyouga's boxing is very unorthodox and hard to prepare for. Watch for that big overhand that he loves to throw with his right hand.
Kosicyn hailing from Ryazan in Russia, training at Team Arta in that area. Yoga may not be the most technical striker, but man, does he have power. And the threat of the takedown, when he fakes the takedown, there's that overhand. When he fakes the takedown and comes over the top with that mammoth right hand of his, he has put many strong strikers to sleep. Kosicyn needs to watch his back. If he gets too close to the cage wall, he'll be inviting a takedown. Beautiful kick up high from Kosicyn.
Almost. Luckily, Buhuoyouga's hand was there at home, defending that high kick. Lots of fakes between these two guys.
Kicks there from Kosicyn. Stiff jab from the Russian.
Counter with the left body from Yoga.
So far, this fight has played out entirely on the feet, and we've already passed the halfway mark in this 1st round.
So many fakes between these. Nice 1-2 from Kosicyn. He does have good hands when he lets them go.
Look at the posture, though, of Yoga. Looks like his mouth open. His hands are wide apart. He's inviting a straight right, a hook perhaps, and or even a high kick. It could be. He's not very defensive here in his posture.
Another low kick from Kosicyn. But we saw after that body kick landed from Buhuoyouga that Kosicyn dropped his hands a little bit. Not enjoying. He even tried to switch his stances. Nice push kick up the middle from Kosicyn.
A beautiful takedown from Kosicyn. A low single leg. Now he's on top. What a surprise. Yoga caught off guard there. 1.5 minutes remaining in this first round. Kosicyn looking to pass this open half guard. Yoga using the knee shield. A nice body lock grip there from the Russian.
Yoga not known for his submission skills, but he is hard to submit himself. Very, very strong. I always say he reminds me a little bit of a warthog. Anybody from Africa would know. Warthog's just a bundle of muscles. Remember the first time I picked Yoga up, I was surprised at how heavy he was. He looks so much lighter than he is when you pick him up.
This is Yoga's bread and butter here in this over-under kind of pummeling exchange here against the cage wall. Oh, what a surprise. He uses the Russian on Kosicyn, but Kosicyn gets back to his feet quickly. Now Yoga has a leg, a single leg, brings the fight to the ground there. I wonder, oh, Kosicyn back to his feet. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to be impressed with Kosicyn's wrestling. Yoga is a national Greco champion, and Kosicyn is doing very well here in these grappling exchanges.
Nice back and forth between these two fighters. We really saw so many exchanges there and chain wrestling from Buhuoyouga. Beautiful variations, but Vitaliy doing really good to stay up, you know, and get back to his feet every time against such a good wrestler as Buhuoyouga. And let's not forget that low single he got on Buhuoyouga.
I think that Kosicyn won that round.
Yeah,
Просто подыши чуть-чуть. Пока ты ему не отдал инициативу, все было хорошо. Нельзя давать инициативу. Он... Ничего он не умеет. Все, ничего не тяжело.
Beautiful action in this fight so far. Look at this. This takedown was taught to me under the title The Russian.
That's awesome. I wrestled the Russian. Buhuoyouga giving the Russian some of his own medicine, but Kosicyn doing very good and getting back to his feet every time that Buhuoyouga has managed to get him to touch the floor with his bum.
Ready?
We see Jimuwusha standing here on the side of Buhuoyouga, giving his fellow Liangshan.
Second round of action begins. We're going to have to see if the last-minute preparation is going to affect Kosicyn here in the second and perhaps the third round. So far, he still seems fresh.
A big overhand again from...
Oh, my. What's he thinking? Kosicyn takes the back. What a sneaky technique.
Steps on the...
He's crazy. He wants to engage Yoga in a grappling exchange. I do not think that is the best way to fight Yoga. But so far, Kosicyn is doing good.
Well, we know that Yoga is hard to submit, but we also know that Yoga doesn't have the best jiu-jitsu. Oh, but now it's Yoga back on top. Kosicyn crawls to the cage wall, uses the cage wall to get up. Yoga does have that body lock. Gut wrench.
I do believe that Kosicyn may opt to fight the rest of this round on the feet if he's able to disengage with Yoga.
You've rolled with Yoga. It's very hard to submit him, right?
He's like a statue. He's extremely solid. The power for this division is hard to match. His submission game, no, it's not that well developed, but he's very difficult to get up from underneath, and he's also very difficult to submit. If you're going to submit Yoga, you got to go for the throw, because his arms and legs, they're so strong that he can recoil quite quickly.
It's insane. But look at how good this young fighter, well, I say young, he's 26 years old, but Vitaliy Kosicyn doing really, really good.
Yoga getting Kosicyn to his knees here. Kosicyn scrambles up to his feet. Oh, is he going to think about a knee bar here, perhaps? Nearing the halfway mark of the second round. Yoga with a tight control here.
Now Yoga sitting down, looking for the back.
You can see the redness on the leg of Yoga from earlier kicks from Kosicyn. Good work from Yoga. He's been winning the grappling exchanges in this round so far.
It does feel like he has a significant power advantage, even though I would say that Kosicyn might be more technical, but Yoga just such a powerhouse.
One thing that's on my mind is how is Kosicyn, this kind of grappling exchange can be exhausting. How is he going to fare out if it gets to a third round?
Nice knee and elbow there from both fighters consecutively.
Yoga peppering with short shots to the body. Kosicyn breaks free. Let's see if he decides to bang this one out or if he again initiates the grappling exchange.
We see that Kosicyn's his hands are dropping a little bit. I think he called it. He might be starting to gas a little bit. Whereas Yoga,
you can see he's tired. You can see he's tired. He's looking to get the fight to the ground and hopefully control on top, ride this one out for the next minute and 7 seconds.
Look at Yoga, just so hard to pin down. Takes the fight to Kosicyn.
You look at him huffing and puffing. Kosicyn's tired. This is Yoga's opportunity to take advantage of the lack of preparation time. Yoga's looking for the kill here.
And Yoga's working the body. So smart, so experienced. He's working the body of the tired fighter.
Fantastic work from Kosicyn to get yet another single leg takedown.
Can Yoga get up again? He's been so successful in just popping back up. But he needs to get his legs back under him.
Kosicyn firing some punches now. Yoga just stands up just like that. A break in the control and Yoga back to his feet, and that is how this second round will end.
Yoga doesn't look to be too tired, whereas we see Kosicyn sitting down immediately, legs stretched out in front of him in his cage corner.
Слышь, ты меня слышь, алло, блядь. Проход в эту. Проход в эту. Проход в ебучую ногу и все. Слышь меня?
Always coming phenomenally prepared, in shape.
Here's a look at some of the replays from the second round.
Yeah, who do you give that second round to?
Yoga, Yoga, Yoga. Oh,
look, he's
Yoga's
so smart.
making him pay with those punches to the body.
Yeah, Yoga is so experienced, man. You can't. Experience counts for so much. Not headhunting when he saw his opponent being tired, looking to work the body and make him suffer even more. Deep breaths there from Kosicyn. You see him standing there, hands on his hips.
Final round of action. An exhausted Kosicyn. We're not sure how much gas Yoga has in the tank either.
Well, Yoga has had a few 5-rounders in his career. This is just another, nice stiff jab from Kosicyn.
I also believe the way to tire Yoga out is not trying to wrestle him. He's wrestled his whole life. He will definitely have a gas tank designed for the wrestling exchanges. It's the striking, the body shots, the leg kicks.
Yoga throwing big punches.
And I do believe that Kosicyn has what it takes to beat Yoga on the feet. I'm not sure why he's so interested in wrestling.
Yeah, his jab has been so successful in this fight. He needs to get off the cage wall. Look at Yoga walking him down, working the body. Hands so low. Yoga is not respecting Kosicyn's boxing at all. Another
beautiful takedown. That was a slick move. He's looking for the choke, perhaps. Does he not realize how strong Yoga is? Maybe he's as strong as he is too.
Doesn't look like it though. Nice knees there from Yoga.
There's some blood now. Where's it coming from?
I think it's from Yoga's face. See it on the back there on the arm of Kosicyn.
1 round apiece, I believe it is. Whoever wins this round wins the fight.
3 minutes and 15 seconds left. So far, I would give it to Yoga.
Kosicyn rolling, trying to escape this control. What a slick move. He almost gets away with it. Might have worked on a lesser wrestler. Yoga, of course, one of the best.
Yoga's just holding onto the body, rolls with it, and comes back on top. I think the blood's coming out of Yoga's nose.
Kosicyn needs to make a move here. I think if it ends this way, he will lose this fight.
Yoga just non-stop, kind of ragdolling him, dumps him. This is Yoga's world. This is his A game. If things don't go his way, he can always use his wrestling.
Kosicyn must be exhausted. Look at him trying to
he's
short
got
elbows.
those legs wrapped up now.
Yoga looking to score with points. Just the smothering control of Yoga.
So relentless in his wrestling form.
And this kind of stuff tires most fighters, but Yoga's just been doing it. You know, he's been living at the Chongqing Sports Academy, training wrestling full-time since he was 13 years of age. He's in his 30s now, and he's just transitioned from wrestling to MMA, and he's kept the pace. The training is intense. Look at Kosicyn. Is he thinking about some kind of choke, perhaps? No, he's let go of that
grip for a reversal, but Yoga's still on top. Beautiful control. See, Thomas found the referee there, giving him a warning to say, keep working or you might be stood up again. But so much control, and I think the experience of Buhuoyouga, he knows what he needs to do to make sure he gets the win here.
Yoga firing there. He's not tired at all anymore. Final 30 seconds. If it plays out this way, Yoga looks to win this fight. Kosicyn started well. I believe he won the first round, but the lack of training and just the grueling exchanges that Yoga has forced him into in these grappling exchanges, it's just so difficult to match the pace, and he's fading.
And that's what, I mean, it's not as if Kosicyn hasn't had success. He's had his success, but every time he has success, Buhuoyouga just goes back at it again. What an amazing matchup between these two flyweights and a catchweight of 58.5. Who you got, Vaughn?
Got to be Yoga, 2 rounds to 1, 29-28.
After 3 rounds, tough fight, we have the final official decision. 1号裁判29-28 ，Judge number 1 29-28。2号裁判30-27 ，Judge number 2 32-27。3号裁判29-27 ，Judge number 3 29-27。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定，红方胜。For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China, the red corner, Buhuoyouga.
恭喜你不火，恭喜你！时隔半年之后，重新回到了八角笼，拿到了一场非常非常精彩的胜利。其实这场比赛之前我们知道，对手也是临时有更换。那对你来说的话，在备战期间会不会有一些影响？
其实这次备赛给我带来很大压力，很大的压力。在赛前，我总共现在这个是换了第3个对手，本身战术都安排得很好，但是很容易就来了。而且刚好在备赛的就前1个星期左右，我的外婆去世了。我本身就是彝族年完之后回去看一眼我的外婆，但是我最后一眼还是没看到了。我很难受，也很累，但是我为了在背后支持我的粉丝，还有全民，以及我的父老同胞，以及我们战举拳的战，用心的培养我们，所以我还是抵着压力，把这个比赛接下来，还是继续打的。但是我感觉总体来说打得很不好，还是就是说，很多东西还是没在这个备战的状态上面，所以这点让大家失望了。
我们看这场比赛其实是我们2024赛季的收官之战。那么对于自己目前的一个职业前景，2025年有怎样的展望
？2025年，其实我还是坚定不变。我这次是第4次登上这个100万决赛的时候，但是我这次确实没有打。但是前面3年，我不管是打57号、61号，我都打到总决赛。我只是向大家证明我Buhuoyouga不是跟别人垫底的，我Buhuoyouga现在可能成不了100万冠军，但是总有一天，我只要不放弃，我相信总有一天老天会看见的，天道酬勤。我相信我下一届会是100万冠军。为人坚持努力，永不放弃。所以我在这里给我的学生以及有格斗梦想的人，可能梦想刚开始大家觉得都很简单很容易，但是很多人往往在做到一半，坚持到一半就放弃了。所以我劝我的学生们，只要你坚持努力，可能现在不是冠军，但是总有一天你会成为你理想的冠军。加油，追梦者！
好的，让我们把掌声送给追梦者一人之子Buhuoyouga。
接下来的时间，让我们共同开启今天晚上的联合主赛。蓝方选手Amanhali Gemingbayi JCK 战决城轻量级官方排名第8，年龄虽然只有21岁，但是胜场终结率高达100%。他的对手Aili Mulatebieke轻量级金腰带的持有者 JCK 战决城战绩8战7胜，所有胜场均为终结获胜，拥有绝对的统治力。接下来，2位选手将会打响本赛季轻量级赏金赛的巅峰之战。JCK 战决城轻量级金腰带的持有者熊一
这个级别没有我的对手。
国内轻量级最负盛名的一位选手，
战力天花板。
啧啧称奇的是，他很多的降服，甚至感觉都没有特别到位就能做到。
希望我跟阿曼哈利打一个很竞赛的比赛。
师傅考验徒弟的实力的一个机会，不管谁输谁赢，百湾是属于我们新疆，是我们属于我们哈萨克族的。
疯狂小子阿曼哈利，
非常优秀的新生代选手，
就是那么疯狂小子就是我战斗的方式。这场比赛很重要，因为人生没有这样的几次机会，所以我会全力以赴。
来到这里就是打比赛、战斗。
这场哈萨克族德比势必会点燃今天夜空。
Would the real Slim Shady please stand up? Here we go. Amanhali Gemingbayi and his whole crew have dyed their hair bleach, blonde. Which one is the real Amanhali? We know it's the crazy kid there in the middle with a determined look on his face. Amanhali gets a lucky break after losing in the semifinals, but damaging his opponent so badly that he was unable to make it to the finals. And Amanhali gets a shot now at the Million Renminbi, replacing the man that beat him in the semifinals. What a good stroke of luck. Young and less experienced, but still, he has the most knockout wins this season at 4 in all of JCK. 6-3 overall. Before that loss in the semis, he had 5 straight wins, all finishes. Vitaliy exposed his weakness on the ground, though, in the semifinals. And you know, that's exactly how Aili fights. So he's gonna have to have worked on his sprawl and his distance control. But believe me, this kid is young. Look at him standing right in front of all the money. The winner of this fight takes one of those glass cases with a Million Renminbi in it home. And you know, Amanhali wants to be the one. 21 years of age could make him the youngest Million Renminbi winning JCK tournament champion. And you know that's what he wants. Young still has a huge future ahead of him. You know, grateful for the opportunities that JCK brings. Like he said, win or lose, the money is going, the money and the glory is going back to his homeland in Xinjiang in northwest China.
Yeah, Vaughn, I spoke to him. I had an interview with him earlier this week. Actually, I think it was last weekend. And on the video call, you know, he was telling me the first person he called when they offered him this fight was his opponent, his mentor, Aili. So he told his coach, look, they gave me this fight. I'm not going to say no. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and this is what we live for. We live for these opportunities. I'd like to test myself against you. I'm going to try to bring my A game, and I'm going to see if I can beat you, my mentor. And Aili, I spoke to him as well. He had a very similar message saying, this is what we do. This is what we live for. These opportunities are few and far between. You would be an idiot to pass it up. The question is, how much has Amanhali improved in the time that they've been apart? Aili himself has been training at the PI in Shanghai for almost 2 years on and off, and they haven't trained together almost this whole year. So this young kid, only 21 years of age, how much has he improved and how many new tricks has he added to his arsenal? That we will see very soon.
The crazy kid has entered the cage hoping to leave 1 million RMB richer.
Here we see some of the highlights of his opponent. Look at those body shots. Squeezing arm triangle, arguably his favorite technique. That was against Hailaierke. And there he is with a huge entourage with him as well. The current lightweight champion, Aili Mulatebieke, the Eagle. This Xinjiang native is 27 years old. And as I said, he is the current champion. He has been on an absolute tear, and he must be the favorite to win the 1 million RMB tonight. A last-minute replacement saw his opponent change, and he obviously prepared for Vitaliy, but Vitaliy got hurt so bad, and his nose was so messed up by his opponent of tonight. Even though Vitaliy won, now it is the mentor, the master, Aili, facing up against his student. But surely the betting, I don't know what the betting odds are, but it's very hard to bet against this man. He believes that he is better in every aspect of the game. The striking, the wrestling, the grappling, the fitness, the strength. He thinks he has every advantage. I personally believe Amanhali's biggest opportunity is on the feet. If he can use his reach advantage, he might be able to drop the champion. But Aili is a good boxer. We've seen him. He fights very safe. He fights very smart. He keeps his hands up. And I think all Aili wants to do is stay safe on the feet and find a way to get this fight to the floor. Because on the floor, well, he is a powerhouse and has a very good grappling. He's got so many finishes on his record, and I'm sure the confidence between these two, there's a lot of big brother syndrome going on between these two fighters, and I think Amanhali needs to try and stay on the feet. When I asked Aili where he's improved the most, he thinks that his time at the PI has really leveled up his strength and fitness, and even taught him how to cut weight better and smarter. But Vaughn, enough talking. It's about time to shine. Let's see how this plays out.
Looking at the tail of the tape, and you know that reach advantage is going to Amanhali.
本场 JCK MMA 龙斗赏金挑战赛轻量级100万赏金终局之战。南方选手身高186公分，臂展195厘米，体重70.90公斤，年龄21岁，来自于山西盐浦搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩9战6胜3负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩5战4胜1负。他就是来自于中国的蓝方选手，疯狂小子阿门哈利。本场比赛，红方选手身高176公分，臂展179厘米，体重70.90公斤，年龄27岁，来自于河北顽石功夫格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩26战22胜4负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩8战7胜1负。他就是 JCK 战决城轻量级现役金腰带的持有者熊一本场比赛场上裁判王金刚。
Judge, time. Ready, fight! Amanhali in the blue corner and Aili in the red.
Amanhali in the southpaw stance.
Both guys with
light
some
low kicks.
Tentative low kicks. We've seen Amanhali normally maybe very tentative here. Both guys throwing some low kicks. A little bit
uncharacteristic
yes,
of both fighters, right?
Especially of Amanhali. He normally comes out very crazy. Could be very respectful of his coach in the other corner. Lots of fakes. Nice low kicks.
Both fighters swapping light strikes here. You know, Aili is looking for the takedown so far. Amanhali has been afraid to throw any hard punches. Amanhali working the body there. Aili trying to close the distance, get past that massive reach of Amanhali. Amanhali wrapping up a headlock. Is he going to be able to secure this choke, perhaps? Aili working towards the back.
Needs to be careful, his arm not getting hurt. Oh, he managed to stand his feet. One, two, not finding home.
Aili drops the level there, gets the hands clinched, and he's looking to take this fight to the ground, and he's done it.
Amanhali closes the guard. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in this first round. Remember, this is a 5-round fight. We have seen Aili have that really good war when he went up against the former champion Balaji, and he showed that he's very good at pacing himself. Pressure pass-ring here is Aili. Wrapped up those long legs.
Aili transition
straight to full mount. 2 minutes left. This is looking very bad for Amanhali. This is not where you want to be. Just look at the arms of Aili.
Aili trying to create some distance. Punching the face.
She's an hammer fist. Got the back.
Gives up the back. There's some punches. Oh my gosh. The throat is exposed.
Needs to be careful standing up here. He must be careful not to expose his own throat. This is where he needs to be careful. It's exactly what Aili loves to do.
Aili trying to weasel out of this, but Aili is trying to sync up that arm triangle. He abandons that and goes back to the mount. Peppering some light punches from mounts. Gets the back again.
When I spoke to Aili, he told me, I asked him, when do you think this fight is in the second round? I think he told me he believes Amanhali is going to try his very best and will be hard to finish in the first round. After all, it is 1 million RMB.
Hammer fist there from Aili.
Aili starting to drop some bombs. Very calm and collected. Is the champion here. Is he going to get 1 million RMB? Amanhali bucking and bridging. Oh, this is not good. This is starting to cinch in. We hear the corner of Amanhali saying 30 seconds. He's saying he's okay. Gives the thumbs up, but this does not look to be okay. Look at his face, turning purple. He's going to fall asleep very soon. That's it, it's over! And Aili gets 1 million RMB. We have a winner in Aili Mulatebieke. Master still beats the student. Well, the odds were always in his favor. The young gun didn't have what it takes to unseat the master yet. They might have to revisit this fight in a couple of years. But for tonight, Aili Mulatebieke is a million RMB richer.
Happy to see that one end in the first round.
接下来宣布比赛结果：本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则 JCK 战决城龙斗赏金挑战赛轻量级100万赏金终局一战的最终结果为来自于中国的红方选手，现役金腰带的持有者雄鹰艾利穆拉特别克，第一回合4分33秒使用背后裸脚降服获胜。The winner is red corner, win by rear naked choke。接下来，让我们掌声有请颁奖嘉宾，湖南卫视芒果 TV 金牌制作人、知名综艺节目总导演许思凯先生，有请。好，感谢徐导，请回座休息，继续观赛。同时也感谢阿曼哈利革命81的精彩发挥，女士们、先生们，掌声送给疯狂小子！
以及包括直播前的观众朋友们，还有我们的家人们，都在关注这场比赛，有什么想对他们说的吗？
第一个感谢 JCK， 给我这样的一个好的机会，希望 JCK 越来越好。感谢 JCK 的所有的工作人，还有感谢我的身边的兄弟们，还有我的团队，还有感谢我的教练，感谢他们的帮助，谢谢大家。
问你一个比较私人的问题，这100万打算怎么花？
第一个我给家里人，然后就是生活有困难的人，也他们帮助，也这样的想法。
不愧是轻量级的王者。那么接下来有什么展望吗？你接下来计划是什么？
计划就是继续好好努力训练，然后明年再打这个100万，然后我可能明年可能打77公斤，有可能，但是现在这个没有确定。
好的，女士们、先生们，让我们掌声送给雄鹰艾利穆拉特别克。
接下来，让我们掌声有请2024年度 JCK 战决城龙斗赏金挑战赛轻量级赏金之王雄鹰艾利踏上冠军之路，领取属于你的100万赏金。同时，让我们掌声有请见证以及颁奖嘉宾，国促会竞技体育工委会执行会长陈子荣先生，礼金工艺品上海有限公司董事长董国卫先生，以及福鼎市道教协会福德道观林昌醉先生。 有请3位。有请我们3位见证以及颁奖嘉宾，为2024年度 JCK 战局城龙斗赏金挑战赛轻量级赏金之王雄鹰艾丽颁发100万赏金。有请我们的3位见证嘉宾同雄鹰艾丽共同合影留念。感谢我们3位的见证嘉宾，请回座休息，继续观赛，同时把荣耀时刻交给艾丽。艾丽，首先恭喜你获得本赛季的100万赏金。此时此刻最想感谢谁？最想说什么
？Ассалаумағалейкум. Мені көріп отырған анашым және атам, сіздерге рахмет. Ұлыңыз міне жеңіске жетті. Бәрі сіздердің арқаларыңыз осы күнге әкелген. Және де рахметім шексіз. Жаулендарым, менің ұстаздарыма рахмет. Және жанашыр туыс туған сол кісілерге рахмет. Және де қасымда маған көмек қылып, әрқашанда қиындықта бірге жүрген 2 бауырыма, Аят, Жайдар, екеуіңе қатты рахмет. Және де мені бала кезімнен осы спортқа, есікке, спорт есігінің басталуағын бастырған өркен ұстазыма рахмет. Сіз болмасаңыз, бәлкім бүгінде жоқ еді. Осы сахана төрінде көрініп отырмын. Ең алғашқы ұстазыма рахмет. бәріңізге көп рахмет。
那么最后，艾丽，在场来到现场支持你的全民朋友以及在屏幕前支持你的粉丝朋友们，最后向他们表示感谢吧。
感谢我的所有的粉丝关注这个我的比赛，感谢你们，辛苦了。
女士们、先生们，掌声送给 JCK 战绝城龙斗赏金挑战赛2024年度轻量级赏金之王雄鹰艾丽。 接下来，让我们共同开启今天晚上的头条主赛。蓝方选手海莱尔克来自于国强格斗俱乐部 ，JCK 战绝城银量级官方排名第5，站立打击技术出色。他的对手东北飞虎尚志法 ，JCK 战绝城官方排名第2，2022到2023赛季赏金之王。目前 JCK 战绝城战绩9战8胜1负。接下来，2位悍将将角逐出本年度银量级100万赏金的 最终归属。
Looking at some of the crafty work from Hailaierke, he's an amazing fighter. He's won several times, both by submission and with beautiful knockouts, and he has surprised us so many times throughout his career. Originally from Liangshan, of course.
And it's such a nice personality. Like this could be fight of the nice guys. This is fight of the nice guys in the JCK organization.
There he is, Hailaierke, originally scheduled to fight Yang Xingqiang further down on the card. When Tai Xiong failed to make weight, he was invited to fight for the $1 million RMB, and you know he said yes. The match with Yang Xingqiang was axed. Hailaierke got called up to the main event and was given a chance to win tonight's $1 million RMB flyweight tournament finals, which is amazing because he was not even in the playoffs this season. It's an incredible stroke of good luck for this man. A very focused, stoic entrance here to the stage. Hailaierke has shocked us before. Remember his highlight reel rolling knee bar win over grappling standout Li Peng last year. How about that slick rear naked choke win over Sadir Tourdiagi? Hailaierke has also finished fan favorite Shani Du, but there is no way to sugarcoat this with losses to Yoga, Cai Xiongxiong, and Shamu, all guys that have fallen to tonight's opponent, Shang Zhifa. Hailaierke is the underdog, but so is anyone that is facing Shang Zhifa these past few years. I'd love to see this kid, so full of heart and talent, shock the world again with a big win here tonight and take with him the 1 million grand prize back to his homeland in the province of Sichuan. That is some life-changing money and the glory that comes with it. He definitely deserves it, but has he done enough? He's a crazy kid. You know, like we said, he comes from Sichuan, Liangshan, where so many fighters are from. By the way, there have been 4 fighters tonight from the E ethnic minority, which Hailaierke is a member of, and all 3 of them have won. Okay, Wulei won by kind of complicated circumstances, but he still won the first 2 rounds. Then he was injured, and it went to the judges' scorecard. Then it was Buhuoyouga. No, wait, Jimuwusha with perhaps the best fight of the night.
Correct.
Then Yoga with an amazing performance over a tough international opponent. If things continue along that path, then Hailaierke has a very good chance of winning this fight. But man, oh man, it will be an upset.
Well, Hailaierke is a striker originally, but don't forget that knee bar. Remember last time we saw him, we went for, after post-fight, he was celebrating his win. We met him in a barbecue little shop, and he's just so humble. And when you ask him, it's like, man, where'd you learn this knee bar? He actually called out the other English commentator, Andrew, and said, man, he taught that to me back in the day. He's such a sponge for information. He's a striker, but willing to throw the submissions. We see him doing rear naked chokes. He's very dangerous, and you know, he's strong for this division as well. But what an opportunity, man. Getting the call, hey, would you like to fight for 1 million RMB tomorrow? Who says no to that? Let's have a look at some of the highlights of his opponent. There he is, Shang Zhifa fighting against Shamaiti. Yes. There he got his belt back.
There he is with the classic Shang Zhifa choke over Zhou Qiang.
How cool is that? This is actually his last fight where he dropped Jimuwusha to get his belt back as well. He didn't get his belt in that fight, but he did drop the champion Jimuwusha in this tournament. And there we see with the guys Harbin.
I want to make a point here. You see the man on the left in the green sweater. You saw him walking out with Aili in a black t-shirt in the last fight, right? Well, that's our friend Tauge, who is actually a Chinese MMA celebrity here. He's a bit of an internet KOL, and he's found his way into a deep story here. He's just right into the change room of the fighters he likes the most.
The same, I was sharing the taxi with the guy on the right, the guy wearing the Zhongguo clothes. Me and him came from the airport together. He's a martial arts influencer himself. But let's talk about the million RMB winner of 2023 and the flyweight champion of 2023. Now he is arguably of the JCK flyweight division and one of the best fighters China has ever produced, in my opinion. The Northeast Flying Tiger, Shang Zhifa. So he's managed to stay ahead of Father Time and looked amazing in his last fight when he knocked out Jimuwusha with a devastating uppercut. Shang is very, very technically skilled and an elite fighter with great wrestling and some of the best submission skills, not only in the division, but in all of China. He even has a submission named after him, the Shang Zhifa choke, which is a variation of the rear naked choke. I believe Shang Zhifa must be the favorite to win this fight by a landslide. But Hailaierke has a puncher's chance. We know Hailaierke is very dangerous and is scrappy. However, I think if Shang Zhifa can stay safe and not get drawn into a war, he can pick his opponent apart and look for a well-timed takedown. If this fight hits the mat, I think it's just a matter of time. Shang Zhifa's ground control and submission expertise is second to none. We see that huge entourage there. We see so many of the JCK fighters giving him support. Jimuwusha giving him a hug. There we see Zhang Yuhe, who just got the win. Both those guys just had wins. And Shang Zhifa, look at how calm and collected this veteran is. He's had more fights than most of the card almost combined. It's ridiculous. Like, I might be overstating that, but he's had almost 50 professional fights.
He's had, to put it in terms that people might understand, he's had many more fights than Mike Tyson, and he's had more fights than Floyd Mayweather as well. He's had more fights than Khabib. He's won more fights than Khabib.
It's crazy, and look at him when he steps. He's still so damn fast. He moves incredible. He reads the opponent. He has not lost the war against Father Time. Who knows when he's going to slow down? Who knows? Maybe after he wins. If he wins, he might decide, okay, I'm good. 2 million cash, that's enough. I'm good to go. And he rides up to the sunset. But that's what is happening now.
Let's look at the tail of the tape and see how these two finalists stack up.
本场 JCK MMA 龙斗赏金挑战赛银两级100万赏金的终极之战，蓝方选手身高168公分，臂展176厘米，体重56.90公斤，年龄28岁，来自于郭强格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩13战8胜5负 ，JCK 战局城战绩11战7胜4负，他就是一人战士哈莱尔克。本场比赛，红方选手身高167公分，臂展171厘米，体重56.90公斤，年龄38岁，来自于哈尔滨龙云综合格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩46战37胜9负 ，JCK 战决城战绩9战8胜1负，他就是现役中国银量级 MMA 综合格斗的天花板。东北飞虎张志发。本场比赛场上裁判 Thomas Fan。
Judge, time. You ready? You ready? Fight!
Hailaierke in the blue corner and Shang Zhifa in the red. Southpaw versus Orthodox. Beautiful 1-2 by Shang Zhifa. Works the body.
Beautiful
Not
work.
waiting for Hailaierke.
Watch how Shang slaps down the jab hand of his southpaw opponent and fires the right cross. He knows how to fight any fight.
So much experience. You know, when I interviewed him earlier, I was even thinking to myself, does he even know he's fighting for $1 million RMB in a couple of hours? So calm, so collected, such a cool cat, and such a nice person as well. Both these guys, like I said, they must be two of the nicest personalities on the whole JCK roster. Of course, Mr. Nice Guy will still put you to sleep and turn your lights off.
There's one detail that I think that the fans watching at home hope to know about. Both these guys are tough, strong, slick, whatever. But the power that I've heard people that spar and fight Shang Zhifa have to say, and we can just see it in the videos. Did you see what he did to Jang Buhuoyouga in that last fight? Jang Buhuoyouga has a tremendous reach and advantage and is a lifelong striker with great accolades.
And a very good chin. Very, very good chin.
Shang Zhifa just wasted him with that uppercut. Boom.
Look, there's already some blood on the forehead, right on the hairline of Hailaierke on those 1-2s. I'm surprised that Shang Zhifa isn't really forcing the takedown here. Willing to stand and trade. He does like to fight his chin up in his hands. Oh, that clash heads a little bit there.
You know, this is exactly how Shang Zhifa broke his nose and lost his belt. With an accidental headbutt against Buhuoyouga, broke his nose, and then he just refused to quit. Yoga took advantage of the opportunity and smoked him, knocked him out.
Oh! Huge overhand!
Yeah! Whoa! Hailaierke does the impossible! He does the impossible, and he dethrones the
Oh
my God! Hailaierke! Yeah, baby!
Hailaierke got the call last night, stood in, and now he's $1 million RMB richer. Life-changing money for the young man with that huge puncher chance. Right hand drops and sleeps. Shang Zhifa. Oh my God, Hailaierke.
The medical team has put Shang Zhifa on a stretcher. He is out cold. What a great decision. You know, they gave Shang Zhifa the opportunity to fight the original opponent, Tai Shong. They said it was unfair because he didn't make weight. I thought that Shang Zhifa still had a great opportunity of winning. He thought it would be, probably thought it would be an easier fight, an easier road to the million, and man, was he wrong.
Oh my God, look at that. Hailaierke pumped up. He knows he's $1 million RMB richer. And who knows how much luck can change in 24 hours. Oh my goodness. So happy for this young man. Let's have a look at this. A big overhand on the chin.
Boom, followed up with some massive hammer fist. Thomas Fan in there to make sure the damage is limited. Wham!
But the follow-up so fast from Hailaierke, beautiful, right on the button. Thomas Fan jumping in there really, really quickly. Really good work there from the veteran referee, but Hailaierke.
My God, have you ever seen an overhand like that?
What an upset, maybe the biggest upset in JCK history.
Hailaierke switching stances to the right hand, firing from his less dominant hand, and boy, did not look that way at all. He sent Shang Zhifa into outer space with that overhand right.
One would hope Shang Zhifa isn't too seriously injured. I saw him lift up his head earlier and ask his teammate, talk to his teammate, hopefully he's already recovered.
比赛结果，本场男子MMA综合格斗规则 JCK 战之城龙斗赏金挑战赛2024年度银量级100万赏金巅峰之战的最终结果为。 来自于中国的蓝方选手一人战士Hailaierke，第一回合1分55秒 KO 获胜。The winner is blue corner, win by knockout。接下来让我们掌声有请颁奖嘉宾，山西智恒荣升 医药科技有限公司副总经理兼销售总监罗冰倩女士。好，感谢罗总，请回座休息，谢谢。
Hailaierke，我相信此时此刻应该不只是我，现在全国甚至全世界所有的粉丝都会铭记你刚才清脆的一击，你击败了一个传奇，赢得了 本年度赢量级的100万赏金。
说实话，老侯，我觉得我这浑身鸡皮疙瘩全起来了，我真的是不敢相信这一幕发生的如此之快，
太可怕了。在赛前你是临时替补打这场比赛，你是不被看好的一方，但是你创造了这个传奇。此时此刻，海莱尔克和我们分享一下。
我此时此刻真的是，怎么说呢？我这1年来比赛，去年打了受伤，然后接了100万又受伤，然后我今年我爷爷也当初去世了，然后我也一直的在，然后回来备战这个100万，本来就是这个100万就是我有这个资格的，后面又受伤了，备战当中，然后你看。该是我的，你们谁也拿不走；不是我的，我强求也不来，是吧？该是我的，谁都拿不走。这100万是我的。
确实，在这场比赛之前，我们知道其实是临时来顶替受伤这个称重失败的选手来打这场决赛。那么，其实你此前的对手并不是尚志法，所以在赛前对你的备战会不会造成很大的困扰？
其实我是放得很平静。不管对阵杨新强也好，对阵尚志法也好，都一样的，我们都一样，2条腿，2个胳膊，男人嘛，男人硬干就完了。
没错，你曾经说过你的梦想是和冠军对战，那么你甚至超越了自己的梦想，你击败了冠军，拿到了这次的100万赏金。此时此刻，有哪些人是你要感谢的？
首先。感谢 JCK 战决城给我这么好的一个机会，还有感谢我的亲朋好友，感谢我的国强教练，还有我的团队，感谢我电视机前所有支持我的彝族同胞们、全球观众朋友们，谢谢你们！
接下来，让我们掌声有请彝人战士海莱尔克转身踏上冠军之路，赢取属于你的100万赏金。接下来，让我们掌声有请颁奖嘉宾全天候海南网络经纪有限公司财务总监高岳松先生、千岁国际集团后勤总监魏清平女士，有请2位。接下来有请2位见证以及颁奖嘉宾，为2024赛季 JCK 战决城银量级100万赏金彝人战士海莱尔克颁发100万赏金。有请颁奖嘉宾，同冠军共同合影留念。有请2位见证以及颁奖嘉宾回座休息，继续观礼，谢谢。同时，海莱尔克和郭老师请留步。那么，首先，海莱尔克临危受命接下这场比赛，而且又成功斩获了你一直梦寐以求的银量级的100万赏金。那么，未来的目标在 JCK 还有什么样的追求？能跟我们分享分享？
为了目标，我希望能给挑战权优待，希望杨总、杨董事长给我一个挑战权优待。
那么这场比赛，刚才我看你在8角笼当中获得胜利那一刻，眼含热泪，可能心中有无数想说的话想去表达。就是此时此刻，这个荣耀时刻是完完全全属于国强格斗。郭老师属于海莱尔克，属于我们很多支持你的拳迷朋友们的这个时间， 能不能把心中的所想所感全部的和我们分享一下？
说实话，其实我是一名普普通通的大凉山的一名农民孩子，我家庭条件也是并不是特别的好。然后我是从小的时候爸爸送的我去武术磨练了就是几年，然后就受伤了，然后就回来了。从15岁开始我就出去打工了，加了个高压线，就是电力工。那冬天很冷哦，让我真的是我永远都忘不了那个很冷也很危险。然后我心中也一直有个梦，然后想站在这个擂台上，展现出我自己的一面。然后我想对大家说，不管你出身如何，不管你怎么样的家庭，只要你肯去干，肯定会成功。然后不管是大山的贫穷那些孩子都一样，我们都是一名打工年工，然后这真的是打工没意思。趁年轻的时候干自己想干，所以我选择了这个格斗，所以我今天站在了这里，然后感谢战绝城这个给了这么大个舞台，给我们这么好的机会，感谢战绝城，然后给这个 MMA 给我们很大的鼓励推动，感谢战绝城，感谢中国，感谢国强格斗。
女士们、先生们，掌声送给2024赛季 JCK 战绝城龙斗赏金挑战赛银量级100万赏金之王一人战士海莱尔克。最真诚的祝福送给你，海莱尔克。所有现场以及屏幕前的观众朋友们，那么今天晚上 JCK 战绝城龙斗赏金挑战赛的所有比赛到此就告一段落。再次感谢我们的官方合作媒体咪咕视频、抖音、腾讯新闻、新华网、深圳电视台体育健康频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、TCL 互联网电视、虎牙直播、快手以及格斗迷的大力支持。同时还要特别感谢千岁汽车、毛江1953、施尔道、华肯乳业集团、梅花以及菲特仕的大力支持。感谢今天晚上所有选手的出色表现，期待未来的 JCK 他们能够拿出更加具有统治力的表现。那么接下来让我们共同把目光锁定在大屏幕之上，来看一下今天晚上所有参赛选手他们的获胜信息。那么复赛方面，羽量级的对决，乌雷伊夫通过一致判定成功战胜对手。自重量级来自于俄罗斯的 Alexander Ziranov 使用蟒蛇脚成功降服对手。那么79公斤级的协议体重之战，吉林战虎张一鹤使用足跟钩成功降服对手。那么正赛方面，储量级的对决，吉姆沙使用地面砸击 TKO 对手。58.5公斤级的协议体重之战，宜人之子Buhuoyouga通过一致判定成功战胜对手。那么今天晚上的联合主赛，轻量级100万赏金争夺之战，艾利穆拉特别克使用背后裸脚成功降服对手。那么今天晚上的爆冷之战，银量级100万赏金的最终之战，一人战士海莱尔克第一回合1分55秒 KO 对手，成功斩获 JCK 战绝城的100万赏金。那么下一场比赛，在年前最受关注的一场比赛，2025年1月18日 JCK 战绝城王者系列007即将打响。头条主赛，王继征与纳尔泰克斯巴伊将会打响羽量级金腰带的卫冕之战。联合主赛，图拉纳姆南巴亚尔将会对阵阿拉什普莱哈萨克斯坦2条金腰带的持有者伊斯布拉耶夫萨拉马特。那么正赛方面，胡布兰图尔逊别克将会对阵来自于吉尔吉斯斯坦俄罗斯2条赛事冠军金腰带的米克蒂贝克奥斯康巴耶夫。 吕凯将会对阵来自于俄罗斯的悍将拉姆赞阿赫马托夫，同时来自我们藏族的勇士罗周江措将会对阵阿拉什派的哈萨克斯坦的冠军选手努尔可汗朱马加奇。同时，女子银量级方面，龙女梁娜将会和来自于俄罗斯的伊琳娜切尔尼绍娃展开对决。在此也诚挚邀请屏幕前的各位持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmma.com 以及微信公众账号以及官方抖音号，了解最新赛事资讯的更新。最后再次感谢现场以及屏幕前的诸位今天晚上整晚的陪伴。最后祝大家晚安，再见。
What a great night of fights it was. What great.
Oh, it was crazy. It wasn't great. It was crazy. Like, who would have thought Hailaierke switching stances, switching from southpaw, going to orthodox, dropping a huge bomb, and unseating the king, Shang Zhifa. Man, that must have been the biggest upset in JCK history.
The theme was the show must go on.